these kids need their mom. My child is 2 and he's still nursing. There's leverage that he's trying to gain so that he can get custody.
Delaware County, Ohio. Date unknown at time of analysis. Domestic violence investigation and arrest. Bodycam footage obtained via public records request.
Hey, Sarah, right?
Yes.
Hey, Detective Sigmund, this is Officer Miller.
Nice to
Hey,
meet
you as well. I assume you know why we're here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he would do that because he's the one who initiated violence first. And I mean, he did this all in front of our 3-year-old, so...
Can you tell me about it? Yeah, kind of tell me exactly what happened.
I mean, so he, came into the house. He had, I don't know, something in his hand, and I was just trying to talk to him about some stuff that was going on.
He told us about the fair.
I mean, that's...
Yeah.
It's, it's our business.
Well, it's ours now because the police are involved. So, I mean, that's why he was gone. That's why he came here. It is what it is, but
right.
Just so you know, like, I know what happened.
Okay. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, he has made threats. He was here yesterday drunk, making threats that he was going to go over to Luis's house, and that, I felt very like he was going to make a move or something threatening was going to happen, and I saw that his knuckles were all bloody, and so I just kind of assumed that he had gotten into an altercation. So I was asking him about that because he did make texts and emails to me kind of saying like he was going to meet up with him or find him in some way, shape, or form. And so that was my concern, and I was just like, can you please just tell me if you hurt him? Like, what did you do? I deserve to know that.
That's the conversation today, right?
That was about that was the conversation today.
Okay.
Yes, upstairs,
yeah.
And I see that your knuckles are all bloody, and that
so
your
his right hand isn't normally like that.
Right. That's why I asked him about it, and he just said, I talked to Luis, and he wouldn't tell me exactly if he met up with him or like what he said or anything. And so I was just trying to get more information on that. And, also at the same time with all of this going on, I have an appointment that I need to take my daughter to that he said that he was going to come watch his children with. And so I needed either the car seats, which are in the truck, or my car, or for him to stay here so that I could get my daughter to her appointment at 12. And so I grabbed the keys and I was just like, I either need to take the boys or you're staying here. Like, either or, I need to make this appointment, which obviously didn't happen. And so I grabbed the truck keys and he got really upset with that. And
where were the truck keys at?
They were in his hand. But I mean,
so you reached for the car keys that he had in his hand?
Yes, and I grabbed them and I put them in my pocket.
Is that what cut his finger?
I mean, possibly. I have also scratches and cuts from him too. I was bleeding on my other shirt as well, but I mean, yeah, that's. I don't think that it was like it wasn't forceful that I took the keys off of him.
Well, you mentioned that. So I saw that has that wire ring on the keys. And I asked, I said, does that what cut his hand? And you said, possibly, probably. So you took him in a force enough that a wire cut his finger.
I mean, yeah, but they were in my pocket the whole time, and then from that point.
Well, hold on. They're his keys that you said he had in his hand that you took from him.
Correct.
And you took him with enough force that it cut his finger open.
I mean, yeah, but like my fingers were cut too. So
where's your fingers cut at?
Right here, and I have other scratches that he, put on my body as well. And so, and the thing is like, this is.
Show me again. I'm not seeing anything.
Can I also just say that this is our properties too. Like. The kids have the car seats in the car. Sure. I want to, I am absolutely having to, go into the car. Like, I needed the car, or I needed him to stay here, which was not even, didn't sound like it's something he was going to do.
Well, I think car seats are one thing. I think the way that one retrieves the car keys is a complete other issue.
Okay, I agree, but then the way that he's probably not telling you or disclosing to you the way that he got them back from me, which my 3-year-old would be happy to share exactly because he, saw his father jump on top of me, throw me to the ground, and, grab the car keys from my back pocket, which is completely inappropriate to be doing in front of our children. I mean, our kids are scared of him. And that's going to be obvious when he comes home and he sees, his dad. I mean, my 3-year-old doesn't talk very much, but like the things that he saw, he could definitely say that his dad was being extremely abusive towards me just to get the keys back. And so I understand the little cut on from the ring, but like
it's a substantial cut. I mean, it's not like his finger's cut. I mean,
okay. I mean, but
it's enough that it's bled and it's got on his pants. I mean, regardless, however we want to classify the cut, if it's a minor cut or a bigger cut, tomato, right? They were taken. You were saying, well, I took them, but you took them with enough force to cut his finger.
Okay.
Okay. That's my point.
Okay, I know, I understand where you're coming from, but you're missing the fact that
I'm trying to slow down.
On top of me.
We're all over the place in this conversation.
Yeah, no,
so,
I get that.
So we need, what I'm trying to figure out is, if you need to grab him, feel free. You get the keys from him. Then what happens from there?
After
and
that,
you grab the keys, I assume, to get the car seats? Is that why? I
just needed and wanted to know what was said with Luis.
So you didn't want him to leave. So you grabbed the keys because you didn't want him to leave because you want to know what happened with that conversation.
But then also at the same time, I needed to make the appointment for my daughter, and I either needed to take the boys with me, which have the car seats in the truck, or he needed just to stay here with the boys. So yeah, he couldn't leave again, but he did. So I mean, and then as far as
so the keys were either to keep him here so you could have this conversation about Louise because you saw his knuckles and you thought maybe he had actually been in a fight with Louise.
Yes.
And then
that's why he was threatening all night. Was that he was going to meet up with him, and that he already knew where he lived. And that he had this conversation with him. He already scoped him out and was basically stalking him, which he told me that he was.
It was expired as of November 8th last year.
So, okay, so you take the keys. Did you mention you had them in your back pocket? Is that what you said earlier?
Yes.
So you put them in your back pocket.
Yes.
What happens from there?
Well, and I just wanted to know if he had talked or spoken with Luis, and he just kept saying, give me my keys, and it was just kind of all downhill from there. He had noticed that they were in my back pocket, so he had jumped on me, basically just taking me around, throwing me around in front of our sons.
So you guys were wrestling over the keys.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Is that how he got all those claw marks and everything from your fingers? I'd assume that's what they were.
Yes, because those are defensive wounds because he was grabbing me from behind. Mm-hmm. And he he knows what he's doing. He's, he has fought before in MMA and he's a lot bigger than I am. So I'm not sure, as far as what I feel like I've been thrown around, but you guys can't see that because I don't have physical bruises. I haven't checked my body yet, but I'm sure they're on there. So it's
No, I have no reason not to believe that you were, you said thrown on the bed? Is that what you?
Well, I think it wasn't on the bed. Okay. He was just throwing me around everywhere, and all of this.
Well, you said he got on top of you.
Yeah, he was he put his arms around me from behind.
Standing.
Yes, standing up, and then brought me down to the ground. And at that point, I'm just kind of trying to get him off of me as much as I can. Okay. So if I did use my hands, that's probably what the scratches are from. But
okay. Did he ever punch you?
No.
No. Okay. And did you hit him in the back of the head when he was holding one of the children?
No.
No.
I mean, it's just everything happened so fast, and I know that like when he brought me down, one of the kids was, and this was all in front of both of them. So
He said that the kids were there.
yeah.
Okay. And once he gets the keys, he leaves.
He just left immediately.
Okay. Circling back, 'cause if I misunderstand this, tell me where I'm wrong. Okay. Just to repeat it back, kind of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes over here, and you want to know about the conversation with Luis, and because he's been mentioned that he was going to intimidate him, or he was going to beat him up.
Yes.
And you noticed on his right hand that redness is on. He said he's got skin issues, like on his hand. Because I asked him about it too. Is that something that comes and goes, or you've never seen that in the entire time you've ever been in a relationship with him?
Not like that. No, I mean,
But-
our son has eczema, but not,
Does he have eczema or psoriasis or undiagnosed, or does he break out?
that's not something I've ever seen before.
You've never, like, the whole time you guys been, you've never seen his knuckles like that.
No, that's
Okay.
why I specifically asked him about it. And
Okay.
I saw,
And
if I'm not mistaken, I saw something on his lip as well.
I didn't see anything on his lip.
Maybe it wasn't as bad, but like, that's why I asked him about it, is because it's,
Have you talked to Luis
no.
since he left?
No.
I don't think they ever talked.
I mean,
617.
he absolutely mentioned that like he has his address, that he took my phone yesterday and
Yeah,
pretended to be me,
Yes, he did say that.
saying that, oh, we have a meeting at midnight. Something like that, like you and Luis are meeting at midnight. No idea what that meant. I just assumed that he was trying to say, hey, do you want to meet up? Pretending to be me on my phone.
Uh-huh.
And that's...
He did say that he took your phone, and he said that he tried to call Luis, but he never would answer. He said he answered once when he tried to call him from your phone, but as soon as he realized what was going on, he hung up.
I mean, he never mentioned anything like that, and when he came back yesterday,
But
he stole my laptop. He stole my work laptop too. I was going to call you guys, but I was like, maybe he'll have some, because he was very drunk, very intoxicated yesterday, and he took my work laptop, which there's so much NPI in there that it's like I can't let anybody who's not a part of our firm to have that,
Mm-hmm.
So I really was going to call if he didn't return, but return it this morning.
He would have brought it back. Sure.
Yeah.
So he comes back. You want to find out what's going on with Luis because you didn't want him to leave, and you also wanted the car seats. You take the keys from him that were in his hand, which cut his finger. There is some.
How do we know that this didn't happen after? Because when I left, there was no blood. There's no blood anywhere on.
His finger's definitely cut. I mean, right here across, and he said it was from holding on to that metal ring of the keys.
Okay, but I didn't see that when he left. So what I'm asking you is how do we know that wasn't inflicted after? That there was nothing, wouldn't it be all over the walls or our kids' clothes if he was holding them?
Sure, I don't see, as far as, is it cut? Yes. Is there, is this something that's, looked like it bled a ton? It did not, as far as that goes. But you're saying there's nothing in the house or on the kids or nothing like that? And there was nothing on you or nothing like that?
I mean, I have not checked my body yet, but
Okay.
I feel like I could have bruises
Okay.
some places, but I haven't checked yet.
Okay.
And I really didn't think that it was going to get
To this?
escalated
Sure, understand.
because I mean, really though, he was the one who inflicted the violence in front of our children first,
I would disagree with that. I would say that the whole thing started because you ripped the keys out of the hand.
But
I
the
think.
keys have the car seats.
Well,
in the
regardless,
car.
that's what
He wasn't
started.
gonna give it to me. you know?
Regardless, that's what's his car. I mean, regardless, that's what started the whole thing.
I mean, it's unfortunate that it has to come to this just because there wasn't a civil conversation had.
100%,
And
100%.
I don't feel like this is a great use of your guys' time.
I
but-
disagree. I mean, a guy came in. He believes that that there was a problem. That he believes he's a victim of domestic violence, and he wants us to look into it. I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, just the same as if you felt the same way. I mean, we would help you in the exact same, or trying to figure out what would happen. So I mean, that's what we're here for.
Because it didn't come first. Because did he tell you the parts where he inflicted violence on me?
Today?
Yes. Or did he miss that?
He said he pushed you to get you away from
No,
you.
that did not happen. So
Okay.
because I didn't come to you first, you guys are choosing to believe him.
That's why.
That's-
But you're
And
mistaken.
this is not the first time that this has happened. Okay, we've lived in Arizona before, and the cops have been called prior, and it's the same thing. You guys can't see what he inflicts on me, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that it didn't happen. It could, because it did, and he knows exactly what he did.
But you said he didn't hit you.
So wait, in order to be considered domestic, it has to be hit?
Are you saying
You have to be hit?
Do you saying the words that he said?
No, I'm saying the fact that he literally pulled me up and dropped me on the floor, which I have multiple times told you. And so, I mean, I have...
You never said that he dropped you up and put you on the floor. You said
It
that
was not
when he got on top of you, you said that it was from behind.
It was from behind, and he pulled me down to the floor. I did tell you that.
Okay, and then
from there, my head was being hit on our closet, and we were wrestling on the floor, and there was a lot of, pain that was inflicted on me, but because he has a literal blood spot on his finger, it's considered, I'm...
and his arms and stuff too.
Both sides need to be considered, and I don't
That's
really
why we're sitting here,
appreciate that you, just because he came to your office first, that, he's saying that he didn't do anything, or that he's the 100% victim in this situation, because that's not the case.
And I never said that he's 100% victim. You said that this was a waste of time, and I said I disagree.
I mean, I also, I take that back, because of everything that he did in front of our children. I would say, yeah, that is probably something worth looking into, because that should have never happened in front of our kids. So, I mean, as far as like what happened, you can talk to my 3-year-old if you want to put him through that, because he knows exactly what he saw his dad do to his mom, and he even said when he left the room, he said, "You are being a bad boy, Daddy," and he shut the door asking his dad to leave. If they're,
I have no reason not to believe that he took you to the ground and from behind, presumably to get the keys back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have no reason not to believe that happened. Like I'm not saying that did not happen.
But what
I
you're
believe-
saying
I
is
believe you.
that because he came first to
Well, the only
you guys,
reason I'm here is because he came here first. So I've not sided one way or the other in this situation at all. That's why I'm sitting here having a conversation with you. I think what upset you was you said it was a waste of the time, and I disagreed.
I mean, yes.
I think that's the part that upset you. But I mean, when you sit here and think about it, you're like, well, maybe it's not. So.
Yeah, but I know how this goes.
He was the one that brought it to our attention first. That's why we're here. We got his side of the story, and we came over here to get your side of the story. We haven't taken anybody's side.
Right.
We just came to get the second half of the story.
Right.
I know there's always two sides of every story. I mean, clearly, and I mean, trust me, I've been told all kinds of things, and then I go and talk to other people, and I'm like, well, that's clearly not half of it. Yeah. So as far as that goes, I haven't made a decision on anything.
And I'm gonna tell you that, this isn't the first time that this has happened before.
You said in Arizona.
In Arizona, the same thing happened, and I would have hoped to God he realized how difficult it was to go through, because obviously since this happened in front of the children, now you have to, I'm assuming, presumably involve CPS, which I hope to God you guys don't. But I really, really, really wish that he considered this, because now it's going to be a different road now.
Well, what happened in Arizona? Anybody
was they arrested?
Arrested?
No.
So just like a domestic
arrested.
dispute?
Yeah.
That's an argument?
Child Protective Services involved in
Yeah,
Arizona?
Because of her?
Because my
Your
daughter was home, and when she had heard and saw the aftermath of things, and it's just.
Is there a way? I know he just fell asleep on you.
Yeah.
Can you look to see if anything started to bruise? And that doesn't have to be bruising. You don't have to be cut for me to believe you or anything like that. But just from grabbing or wrestling or anything like that. I don't know if you can sit him on the couch right there. If you would.
That's the dog's couch.
Oh, okay. Too hairy?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I mean.
Do you have eczema or psoriasis? Or?
No, that's just from this new sweater that I put on.
Oh, okay.
And then, I mean, that was like from him.
That's a scratch from?
Yeah. And this is starting to bruise.
Okay. Do you mind if I take a picture? I have a work phone. This is strictly work. This is not personal or anything like that. Are you okay if I take a picture of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to mention the
Yep.
bruise?
No. Yep. Gotta start here. Just move your hand. There you go. Okay. So I just need a couple minutes. I need to make a couple phone calls, and then I'll be back in. He's at our police station. That's where he's at. He's not under arrest or anything like that. He's sitting in our lobby because he's the one that reported this. That's where he's at. Mm-hmm. So obviously we got to come to a conclusion on everything. So I just got to make a couple phone calls. Just give me just a few minutes, and then we'll get this whole thing wrapped up, and we'll figure out where we got to do. Okay.
And then as far as CPS is involved, can we just not?
So unfortunately, that's not how it works. You know, it's how it is that they were present in it. I hear what you're saying.
We're not bad parents. We are just going through a really tough time in our marriage, and they do not deserve to be punished from this. So I get where you're coming from. I get it. That's why I didn't call you guys, because I was also hurting, so I don't really I know how this goes. But he was not thinking, and now our kids are going to be punished for this.
This whole thing, like you said earlier, you said it's going to change everything, and your statement probably wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably not. Do I think that children are going to be taken from people? No, I don't think that. But what they do have to make sure is that everybody's safe, everybody's fine. It just kind of is what it is as far as that goes. And I understand where you're coming from. You're like, it's not necessary. We're good parents. Things got out of hand. Unfortunate circumstances. I get it. I promise you, I hear you. But at the same time, it's like there's a part of me that has to document things that have happened.
Okay, well,
but
I hope that you grasped the entirety of the story, and since my 3-year-old was a witness, I'm not saying that you should talk to him about it, but I'm saying that he knows exactly,
He was standing. I understand. No, and I feel like I grasped it, and that's why I said it back to you, because I didn't want to interpret anything that you said or anything that was happening. So I wanted to make sure that I was correct. So just give me just a few minutes. Give me 5 minutes, and then we'll try to wrap this thing up. Then, okay? Okay. Thank you so much.
Come back down. Hi. Hey. Sorry, he ran upstairs and I'm washing the dishes.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So as far as just the story goes, it's a lot to take in there. I called our prosecutor just to say, hey, Delaware County prosecutor, just to ask him, hey, this is the story. What's going on? So how do you feel about it? And she felt, and it was kind of what I was asking. So you're looking for the physical primary aggressor in a domestic incident. And she felt that since you grabbed the keys to prevent him from leaving because you wanted to know about Luis, which he sustained an injury from, that you would be the physical primary aggressor in this, okay? Because of that, you are going to be arrested, okay, for domestic violence and assault.
No, these kids cannot.
So just let me finish. So I don't want to turn this into something crazy and loud and more charges and everything like that. So let's just work together for a second, okay? So in his truck outside is their dad. Okay, he can take the kids. He's their father. He can take the kids, which is fine. We're gonna go back to our station. There's some paperwork. We will then take you to the Delaware County Jail, where then they'll process you, and then they'll go from there where you can get yourself out. Okay. Go ahead.
How can you not see right through this? I mean, a divorce was inevitable, right? But then, like, to come to the station and have all of this drama played out like this, it just seems like he was just trying to gain leverage so that he can have primary custody of the kids, which is going to happen, okay? Like, if I'm arrested today, that is what's going to happen. And I would like to reach out to your prosecutor because, I mean, there's just no way that these kids can survive. You realize that you guys are letting somebody who is a habitual cannabis smoker around his family, a heavy drinker.
Well, you're allowed to smoke marijuana.
I get it, but like he's not his best self around the children. I need to be here for my kids. I cannot. There's just no way that I'm going to get arrested today.
He watches your children when you're at work.
I mean, he does, but at the same time, he's smoking. Like, that's what he needs every single day. And so, like, when he doesn't have it, like, you can see how extremely violent that he does get when he doesn't have it because you've just made it a habitual thing,
well,
you know? So,
I mean, we're here today.
Yeah.
You know, all those things is what you said happened. You're looking for a physical primary aggressor in an incident. You took the keys that caused him an injury because you didn't want him to leave because you want to know about Louise. That's what happened.
Worst case scenario today, we take you into custody, right? We file our paperwork. We take you to Delaware County Jail. Okay. From there, you'll have an opportunity to either post bond or wait till tomorrow morning for an arraignment. Once you have an arraignment, they'll set a court date where you can go to court and either plead guilty or not.
This isn't. We're not judge, jury, and executioner.
We have to go through today.
So these things last a long time.
can you go back to your prosecutor, please?
No,
I
don't.
Like,
I
this
don't.
is going to impact my work. Like, I understand that, like, you know, you guys have a protocol, but like, there has to be another way. Okay, like today, there has to be another way. It's just not going to happen. This is going to impact everything, and all because of keys. Like, come on. I mean, I get where you guys are coming from, but there's just no way. Can you please go back to your prosecutor and ask her?
No, unfortunately, we don't do that. That's not going to happen. We're not going to go back and forth, and I don't disagree with her. That's why I asked those specific questions. I don't disagree.
And so my husband did say that he's going to press charges because
So it doesn't.
My husband didn't say anything regarding.
No. So when it becomes to domestic, it's not his choice.
And
So-
does he realize that though? Before coming into the station, before saying whatever piece he needs to say, he realized that.
Yes, after talking to him, he said,
He didn't. I don't think he realized that he didn't have a say in if people are arrested or not. I don't think he had. I don't think he knew that.
129, check
he didn't come to the police station with the intent of having you arrested today.
I don't think he knew that until. And that's the thing about
And so does he know that right now?
He doesn't know now.
which he didn't want to happen.
Well,
I know. Here we are. I hear what you're saying. I hear you. It's like if you didn't want that to happen,
you
then
guys
why do
are
it, please?
protecting an abuser, right? And just because I wasn't the first one to come to the station, I'm feeling it in my body, like everywhere. Just because he knows how to take somebody down with physical, you know, without leaving a physical trace, like he knows that. He knows what he's doing. But because I didn't come to you guys first, that's what it is. Like, I'm just so confused right now, like why this is even a thing. Like, can you please go back to your prosecutor?
It is what it is right now. And
Can you please
I
get a second opinion? Please, I feel like I deserve that. I feel like these kids deserve that. I feel like our family deserves that. And especially if my husband didn't have any idea that you guys were just going to make that choice. I bet you he would have fucking thought a lot different than
And I don't-
walking into that fucking station right now. I know that. So can I please get a second opinion from somebody?
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. However, in the state of Ohio, when a domestic situation is brought in front of law enforcement, we're required and mandatory to arrest the physical primary aggressor. And there's no leniency, there is no nothing on it. My hands are tied. As soon as he walked into that station and proceeded to tell a story, there was nothing.
A story that you
happened.
guys have decided to believe.
Well, you said it happened.
I mean, it's a key that I took from my hand. Like, that's.
I hear what you're saying.
Hi, buddy.
But you're the one that said, I took the keys from him. I ripped them out of his hand because I didn't want him to leave because you want to talk about Luis. I hear you. But when you did it.
And have you guys checked on Luis? Do you guys really believe that that's just eczema there? That he beat the shit out of somebody yesterday?
Have you talked to Luis?
I have not.
Well, give me Luis's number. I'll be happy to call him.
Hi, buddy.
I could check on him if you give me his phone number.
And then what's going to happen? And then 2 parents are gone out of these kids' lives? Like, what?
Hey, Bubby.
I just don't think that this happened in a great fashion. Okay, I didn't call you guys when he stole my work laptop, when he told me, made threats yesterday that, he was going to beat up and kill Luis. Like, I didn't call you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But should I have? To protect myself?
You could have.
It just feels like there's leverage, like that he's just trying to gain to
Feels very unfair.
presume our divorce. Like I that was inevitable, but like now it just seems like there's reasons that I feel you guys should see right through, because this happens all the time. People get divorced, but then, there's leverage that he's trying to gain so that he can get
I don't
custody.
believe that was the case today, okay? I really don't. He was just as frustrated as you are with the whole situation. He came and told his side of the story. The officers came here and got the same side of the story. The versions were very similar to each other. He was injured today, and so we've got to act on that. So the sooner that...
Go upstairs. You can go upstairs, honey.
Sarah, the sooner that we get this taken care of, the sooner you can make your phone calls and come back, okay?
And phone calls to whom? Like, what are you, an attorney?
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, I mean.
And what kind of attorney? A family law?
No, it's a defense attorney. Defense attorney. And again, we're not judge, jury, and executioner. This is what happened. This is what has to. These are the stages that we're at right now. I'm not trying to create a big scene. I'm not trying to escort you out of here with your neighbors. I'm not trying to make a big scene. I'm not trying to do any of that. Okay.
I mean, it seems like that's what he wants, so.
I don't think he really wanted any of this, to be honest with you.
Well, then he should have thought about that before he stepped right in. This is something that we could have handled on our own.
Perhaps, yeah. I don't disagree with what
and
you
you guys are okay taking a mom. Like, these kids need their mom. My child is 2 and he's still nursing. Mm-hmm. So I'm confused how that's supposed to work. Can you please go back and, disclose this information to your prosecutor? And maybe she'll change her mind? Did anybody think about this before?
Well, did you think about any of this, Sarah? I mean, you're not...
I was trying to have a conversation about what his bruises and his fun was, because he made threats that he was going to kill and hurt Luis yesterday. And I think that's fair. I deserve to know what happened. And yeah, I mean, just from taking keys, I don't... Okay. There's nothing else that can be done.
No.
And make sure you have your phone, your wallet, your ID, things like that, take it with you, so if you can make some phone calls when you get there, we'll go from there.
Okay.
Good job. All right, you ready? Here, catch. Ready? Catch. Which one are you? The first one.
come on this side.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in your pockets or anything like that?
What you told me to grab.
Just that. Okay. Nothing in your back pocket. All right. I gotta put these on. You can just stand right here. Just hand me your wallet, and then, or not your wallet, but just hand me that. Just turn. Yeah, don't sit on that. And I'll give it to you when we get back to the station. Okay. You can put these in here. I don't care about that. You're here. All right, just put your hands behind your back here. Do they feel? They don't feel too tight, do they? Okay. Go ahead and have. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why?
Don't
Why?
do that.
Why? This is exactly what he wanted.
Just face me. Just face me, and then just sit back that way.
This is my first time in the police.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you face me, and then as soon as we get back to the station, I'll get these off of you. Are you okay? Okay.
Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.25 defines domestic violence as knowingly causing physical harm to a family or household member. Physical harm includes any injury regardless of its gravity or duration. A minor laceration caused by a key ring satisfies this statutory threshold. Ohio Revised Code Section 2935.032 mandates identification of the physical primary aggressor in mutual combat domestic incidents. Required factors severity of injuries to each party, whether one party acted defensively, history of domestic violence, and any threats made. First, physical contact alone is not a sufficient basis for this designation. Applying Section 2935.032, the complainant sustained a minor keyring laceration. The subject documented bruising from being tackled, thrown to the floor, and having her head struck against a closet. The severity differential between the two injuries is a mandatory analytical factor, not an optional one. Graham v. Connor, 490 U.S. 3 861989. The reasonableness of an arrest is evaluated from the perspective of a reasonable officer at the scene based on circumstances known at the moment of the decision. Here, probable cause existed documented injury to complainant corroborated by the subject's own admissions. Payton v. New York, 445 U.S. 57-31980. A warrantless entry into a private residence to make an arrest is presumptively unconstitutional. Exception: the subject invited officers into the residence satisfying the consent doctrine under the Fourth Amendment. No constitutional violation occurred at the point of entry. Miranda v. Arizona, 384 U.S. 4361966. Miranda warnings are required only prior to custodial interrogation. The subject was not under arrest during the interview, so no Miranda obligation was triggered. However, the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent applies independently of any arrest or Miranda warning. Fifth Amendment principle: any person who is the focus of a criminal investigation may decline to answer questions during a pre-arrest interview without legal consequence. The subject's voluntary admissions, including confirming forcible key removal and intent to detain the complainant, formed the factual predicate for her own arrest. Invoking silence at that stage would have been constitutionally protected. Sixth Amendment right to counsel attaches at the initiation of formal criminal proceedings, not during pre-arrest investigative interviews. Atwater v. City of Lago Vista, 532 U.S. 318-2001. The Fourth Amendment permits full custodial arrest for a misdemeanor where probable cause exists. Ohio Revised Code, Section 2903.13, defines assault as knowingly causing physical harm to another person. Legal lessons from this incident. First, in any investigative interview, the Fifth Amendment right to silence may be invoked without a Miranda warning. Second, primary aggressor determinations require comparative injury analysis, not merely identification of who initiated physical contact. Third, Ohio Revised Code Section 2935.032 demands a documented multi-factor assessment when both parties sustain injuries. Fourth, the court, not the arresting officer, is the appropriate venue for adjudicating disputed primary aggressor claims.